Okay, so for estimating square roots and cube roots and fourth roots, we want to use kind of benchmarks, which means known values that are just less or just more than. So let me start with a first, okay? So for a, if we want to figure out what the square root of 8 is, you want to go just less than 8. What's the perfect square just less than 8 would be 4. So we know that square root of 4 is 2, and just beyond 8 is the next perfect square is 9. So we know that that square root of 9 simplifies to 3. So that means that because 8 is between 4 and 9, its square root will be between 2 and 3. And because 8 is so very close to 9, we're going to guess maybe a 2.9 or something like that, maybe. You might guess. 2.9, 2.8, whatever. So you can check that now once you've made your guess. Feel free to check that on your calculator to see how close you were. And if you're within 0.1, it's pretty good. Okay, so calculator, hello, are you there? Anyways, calculator is still sleeping. All right, so you asked about f as well, right? So let's go to f. F's a tough one. Why? Because it's the fourth root. Okay. Well, what you need to know is you need to know what the perfect fourths are. So 2 to the 4, 3 to the 4, and so on. We wouldn't ever do 1, right? Because 1 squared, 1 cubed, 1 to the 4th, 1 to the 5th, 1 to the 6th, it's all 1. So we don't really bother with 1. You could think about 1 to the 4th as 1. 2 to the 4th is 16. 3 to the 4th is 81. Okay. So if we have a 17, so the fourth root of 16 is 2. Okay? So the fourth root of 16 we know is 2. So the fourth root of 17, that is almost identical to 16, right? That's so close. The next one is the fourth root of 81, way over there. So this is 3, because the fourth root of 81 is 3, right here. Fourth root of 16 is 2. So fourth root of 17 is going to be very, very close to 2. Like I'm talking like 2 point, almost like 0.5 or something. Super close, because look at how close it is to 16 compared to how far it is from 81. So again, I'm not sure what's up with my calculator. Oh, it did show up, but just a little bit late. All right, so yeah, let's take a look at this. And if you guess, I guess 2.05. Let's see how close that is. So I'm gonna go fourth root. Okay, fourth root of 17. That's gonna be something like 2.03. So pretty close. 2.03 is the exact number. So that's a great estimate. Okay, does that make sense? So you should have a table or a list of perfect squares, perfect cubes, perfect fourths, maybe even perfect fifths, for the first maybe 5 or 6, just so you have an idea, so you can reference those. That's going to be very handy in these questions. All right, good. Any other questions? We did 19. Was it 19 as well we did? Okay. We did 4.219. So if you just remember that one here, let me just go over that again. So 4.219 was this one about the golden ratio. And you're basically comparing the decimal form of this ratio. It's called the golden ratio. And when you calculate this on your calculator, you can do bracket 1 plus root 5 bracket divided by 2. You do it all in one step. You should get about 1.6 something. And then from chapter 1, page 26, you take the base of the Great Pyramid of Giza, divide it by its height, and you should get a decimal that's very close to the decimal of this number. Okay? We talked about 19 as well. Any other questions at all before we move on here? Good to go for now? Awesome. Okay, let's take a look at 4.3. You want to go there in your textbook, get a fresh page of notes so we can go on to 4.3.